that's the second time I've actually seen that clip. I'm gonna need Dane to review it. It's not good.
I am fired up. What are you talking about? New intro?
All right. Yeah, new
Fire
intro,
me up,
kind of.
Diego.
All right. Anyway, welcome everybody to This Week in Baseball, episode, what are we, 4? I have
4.
no idea. 4, yeah. Yeah. Diamond Dodgers This Week in
Oh,
Baseball.
hey, new banner. Cool.
Yeah, thanks for reminding everyone what they're listening to.
Yeah, if I forget, this will happen a lot. Anyway, we have a lot happened this last week, as it does every week. But as always, we'll kind of start with some standings from around the league real quick. So, if the season ended today, your division leaders would be as follows. In the NL West, the Los Angeles Dodgers and San Diego Padres are currently tied atop that division. The NL Central, it is the Milwaukee Brewers atop that division. In the NL East, it is the New York Mets. In the AL West, you have Houston, the Houston Astros, and the Los Angeles Angels tied atop that division. And then we also have in the AL Central, the Minnesota Twins, and the AL East, the New York Yankees. But yeah, those are our standings here. Anything do you guys want to mention the standings at all?
I mean, this seems like a logical place to segue into talking about the Yankees.
God, I love the Yankees.
I mean, if you want to talk about the Yankees, we talk about the Yankees. I personally think the Yankees are nothing, and I hate them. But the Yankees are currently – what's up?
You're a fan of a team in the opposite league.
Yeah, but I hate the Yankees because they're the worst.
Yeah, on principle.
Yeah, it's a principle thing. The only word I have muted on Twitter is Yankees.
Really?
I have lots of words muted on Twitter.
You can mute words on Twitter?
Yes, and I would suggest muting Yankees. It makes life so much better.
I would also suggest muting the phrase "not a real sport."
That's also a good one.
Listen. Yeah. Chess isn't a real sport.
I respect chess.
It's not a sport. Not a real sport.
Anyway.
So, Sean,
New York
get your
Yankees. Yeah, we have Stu Jackets on from one offhanded comment, and then we committed to a bit.
We were making fun of Laz.
Yeah. But anyway, let me fix that tie. It's got ties on it. It's a tie.
I gotta love tie.
No.
It's a good tie. Anyway, the Yankees are the only team in baseball with a single-digit loss total, and they let me think. What did they sit at? 25-9 for a while until the Dodgers went a little bit of a scud there. The Dodgers with them for a bit, but now it's just the Yankees with the single-digit loss still. So yeah, you guys want to talk about the Yankees? Talk about the Yankees. What do you have? You got words about the Yankees? They suck. I hate them.
You can go first.
Can you go first? Yeah, you can go first.
You can go first.
Okay.
Sam, start talking.
Why didn't we put Rizzo in Yankee Stadium earlier? He would have been a Hall of Famer. He would have been a Hall of Famer if we just put him in Yankee Stadium from the beginning of his career.
I have a fun fact for you.
I would love to hear it.
I saw Anthony Rizzo play for the Padres in person.
Nice.
I have an Anthony Rizzo Padres baseball card.
That's incredible.
Nice. These are both pretty good.
Padres legend Anthony Rizzo.
Padres legend Anthony Rizzo. He was another Padres legend, Johnny Manziel. Fun fact of the day.
Wait, what?
No way.
He was drafted by the Padres.
So he's a Padres legend in the way that
Tom Brady's an Expos.
Tom Brady, Expos.
Russell Wilson is a Yankees legend or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, remember when
played.
Aaron Judge didn't sign an extension?
Oh yeah.
What a decision.
Yeah.
Bet on himself.
He's gonna get close to 40 AAV, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, Judge is gonna, if he keeps the pace up he's at now, stays healthy all year, massive.
I think maybe I want to say 6 years, 240.
Yeah, that's exactly the range I was thinking.
Yeah, that's a very reasonable range, and that's so much money. And 6 years because what's Judge? How old is he?
He's 30. This is his age 30 season.
Gotcha. But 6 years at that price point, you get him through a good chunk of his prime.
You get him to the end of his prime.
Yeah, assuming that he doesn't. I mean, he I don't want to say he peaked early, but like if in the event that his prime started earlier than you may have thought, it would end a little bit earlier than you may have thought. But either way, through his age 36, 37 season, that's not bad.
Yeah, because he can afford to have some of his skills erode and still be an excellent player. Like he doesn't need to be a great defender to be a great player. He just is a great defender.
He can eventually just be a DH too.
Honestly, Judge is not going to be Nelson Cruz.
No.
But he's also not going to be Justin Upton. Like, he's going to be an in-between kind of guy with his aging curve. So I think he's just going to be very standard. He just started late. Like,
yeah, exactly.
I think we just kind of skewed because they basically threw him in the big leagues in the first year of his prime.
And he was great.
Whereas if he had started at age 22, he would have been, pretty good, kind of good, amazing, prime, decline. So I think the way we're seeing it is that we're just getting prime. We don't know when it's going to end.
That's true.
That's exactly right.
That's a gamble I think a lot of teams are willing to make. And so
I could totally...
We'll see what happens. What are you going to say?
I would love to see the White Sox make a run at him. I
would too. I think he'd be a good fit there.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he wants to go. He's been linked to the Giants a lot. He's from California.
That's also a pretty good fit.
Is he from SoCal or NorCal, though?
Central California. He's around from where I'm from. So, like, my high school played his high school in sports.
Linden?
Linden, California. But, it's him. If he wants to go back home, the Giants are an easy fit. They'll give him the money, probably.
Yes.
Guys don't usually want to go home that much anymore, though.
Sometimes they do. I wouldn't be surprised if Judge is one of those guys, though.
It's also an easy narrative when you want to theorize.
It's an easy narrative, but I don't think like that was more of a thing like before you could communicate with anyone instantly. Like,
yeah,
that's also fair. We'll see. The Giants are also a good fit for him, and they'll give him the money. So they'll be in on that.
So will the Angels, I assume.
Yes, the Angels should. The Dodgers probably will be too.
Yeah, the Angels not sign him. Like, hot take. The Angels don't need him.
They don't, but it would sure be fun if they had him.
Yeah, exactly. They don't need him, but they probably want him.
It would be like if the Rangers signed him. Like you need pitchers. You need to prevent runs from being scored, Artie Moreno.
No, the Angels rotation is going to be fine.
They've got some guys like
Patrick Sandoval's an ace.
To our next point, they just had a rookie, 22-year-old guy throw a no-hitter, Reed Detmers.
Wait, Reed Detmers got the full game?
He did 108 pitches.
That's a pretty efficient full game. No-hitter, like as far as no-hitters go.
I believe it was 108 pitches, 2 strikeouts, 1 walk, maybe.
I was under the impression he only went
right.
8, but yeah, I guess he went the full game.
Nope, he went.
That was one of the most fun games I've ever watched.
It was a good game, and I think we talked about this briefly before we went live and started recording. That the 2 strikeouts, like you see that number and you're unimpressed. But I think it makes it more impressive than anything because for no-hitters are largely, in my opinion, a team thing because your defense has to be playing well. You have everyone needs to be in their spots and all that.
I'm gonna have to disagree.
It is largely the pitcher. It is largely on the pitcher.
It makes it a lot less impressive for the pitcher that he only struck out 2, like for Detmers himself, but it makes it a lot more impressive for the team because sometimes you get a no-hitter where it's clearly the work of the pitcher. Think of Kershaw striking out 15 or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like a perfect game is a defense.
That too.
Like a defensive error, he keeps the no-hitter. So,
right, but this wasn't a defensive error no-hitter. This was a walk no-hitter.
It was a walk no-hitter. So,
I get where you're coming from for that, but I think it's impressive nonetheless. And in that same game, we got Anthony Rendon hitting a home run from the left side of the plate. Noted switch hitter Anthony Rendon.
Noted baseball is fun guy Anthony Rendon.
I know.
The best part of that whole thing was Brett Phillips, maybe the biggest baseball is fun guy, facing off against Anthony Rendon, who's the biggest I'm just here to get my paycheck guy.
Yeah.
And Rendon goes up and hits lefty and hits a home run. like the fun moment of the year.
Yeah.
Just the dichotomy between the two of them, incredible.
It's a
really
great
think
baseball moment.
I think Rendon needs to have more fun, and he will play better.
You're probably not wrong.
Yeah, because he had a lot of fun with Trey Turner.
Before he secured his earnings for his career.
Yeah. And let's be honest, he's still a great player.
Oh, yeah, and Rendon's still fantastic. A lot of people don't want to give him the credit he deserves. But he's still
he has the misfortune of being at a position that has, 35 great players. But
yeah, can we talk about Manny Machado?
Manny Machado is unanimous NL MVP if the season ends right now.
He is.
Yeah, if the season ends right now, but good thing we still have 100.
This is a Hall of Fame.
Yes, he's a Hall of Famer.
It's a Hall of Fame season.
He's a Hall of Famer unless he just completely collapses. If he declines anything close to normal, he's a Hall of Famer.
If he finishes this season anywhere close to where he started, he's a lock.
Yes.
That's kind of bold. Like he's a lock after this season.
If he
has an 8 or 9 win season, yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's fair.
Like I don't care if he only has like 55 WAR at that point.
That's still an impressive number.
That's impressive, and he's like, it's impressive, and he's been good. First of all, being good for a bad team is huge. Like he was good for the Orioles.
Yeah, some of the beginning of his career, those Orioles teams were good.
Yeah, he was on a couple good Orioles teams.
Then he was on some really bad Orioles
teams.
Bad
ones.
Yeah. The beginning of Machado's career was kind of before my time, so.
Before your time,
you're a child.
Yeah.
I was a grand total of 9 years old during that 2015 season.
That's old enough.
Yeah,
yeah, but I wasn't a fan at the time.
To no ball.
That makes sense.
I wasn't old enough to no ball.
That's fair. Okay.
I think I have that phrase muted too.
You know ball.
You don't know ball.
You don't know ball.
I might also have dog in him muted.
Those memes are so funny though.
They are. I have a screenshot of the savant circles with dog in him.
I have that too. There's a bigger screenshot of a bunch of different ones.
It's like dog in him, that boy nice.
Yeah. There's one that oh gosh, what is it? It's like brings his lunch to work, and it's like a bunch of random things like that.
The will to win.
Yeah, stuff like that. It's so funny.
But yeah, back to the point at hand. Machado and some others. I think it's incredible. Machado is like one of probably 5 Hall of Fame third basemen playing right now.
Arenado, Machado,
Longoria,
Rendon,
maybe probably Jose Ramirez.
Oh, Jose Ramirez, I think is Jose Ramirez is in if his career trajectory keeps going the way it is.
And then one of the others will make it. I don't know if it's Bregman. I don't know if it's Chapman. I don't know if it's Brian Hayes has a huge career. I don't know if it's Devers has a huge career. One of the others will make it.
I would honestly say Rafael Devers has the best chance out of those guys.
I think I might agree with that.
Probably.
Like he's just.
I wouldn't be shocked if it's like Hayes or.
I wouldn't be shocked if it's Bregman if he stays healthy.
I think it's too early to speculate on Brian Hayes.
That's what I'm saying. Like I wouldn't be shocked if it's Hayes. I'm not going to take or put my money on Hayes.
And if he gets in, it'll be on his defense, not his offense.
Yes.
That's fair. But yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if it's Hayes, but I'm not going to put my money on him, you know?
Yeah.
But anyway, kind of going away from Machado, going to who we think might be the NL MVP this year, to a former NL MVP, Christian Yelich. Hit the cycle this week. I'm all about transitions here.
Yes, we're doing the 80 grade segues tonight.
Yeah, 80 grade segues are what it's all about.
Is it too early to say Yelich is back?
Yes.
Probably. But, like, I wouldn't blame you.
I think he's back.
I would like him to be back.
Good year.
Like, he's playing, I think, how he should have been playing the whole time.
I would like him to be back. I just don't have any faith that he's back.
No, that makes sense.
Why not have faith? He's getting a full season with a normal, non-sticky stuff to baseball.
He's also getting a full season trying to hit a cotton ball.
That is true.
And I think he was kind of a juiced ball guy with home runs.
He hit last year's non-cotton ball less than he's hitting the cotton ball. So
that is true.
That's true.
I will take cotton ball hitting Yelich any day of the week.
He's gonna He's going to be good. Like, he's going to be above average. He's going to be better than he has been the last few years. I don't know that he's fully back, though.
He's not an MVP candidate anymore, but he's an all-star.
That I buy,
I don't think that's crazy to say. I think that's a very reasonable take.
He is, I think, is reasonably an all-star without any fan vote interference.
I do, too.
Especially
because looking at it, his launch angle's up, which is nice.
No, that's what you want.
Speaking of launch angle, Eric Hosmer.
No, let's not.
Hosmer has had a decent season.
Hosmer's been really good. It's all Babbitt luck, but
sometimes all you need is some Babbitt luck.
He's still hitting the ball at like negative 40 degrees every time.
Yeah, but it's finding holes, man.
I mean, to be fair, Hosmer's game is designed for cotton ball baseball.
It really is.
Yeah, absolutely. That is true. And I think that's why we're seeing that resurgence from him this year.
And like when they get rid of the shift, it's over.
One problem.
It's over for all of you.
When they get rid of the shift, he's finally going to be exposed as a bad defender.
Okay, but Eric Hosmer is going to have a 1,200 OPS season. Right when they get rid of the shift.
Sure, yeah.
That's not the worst take about a first baseman on the wrong side of 30 I've heard in the last few days.
What was the worst take?
One of my roommates, I think I've said this on here before, one of my roommates insisting that Jose Abreu is a Hall of Famer.
No.
Your roommates are dumb.
I'm
just kidding. That was aggressive. But
he insisted this since Abreu's rookie season.
That's bold.
It's really bold. He also insists that Abreu is going to finish with more than 50 WAR.
What's he at now?
28.
28.
No chance in hell.
No, I think he barely gets to 40.
Yeah, like 40 I could buy, but 50, no chance. Because how old is he? 34, right? Is that what you said?
He's 35.
He's old.
35. He's got what? 2-3 years left in him?
No, he's played few enough games that he probably has 4 or 5.
Yeah, that's a great question from Peyton. How did your roommate get into Fordham?
He has other good takes.
Baseball is just he don't know ball.
He does not know ball.
He doesn't know ball.
Yeah.
He's winning our fantasy league right now, though.
That's so funny.
No.
He's winning it on the back of Patrick Sandoval.
Is Jose Abreu on his team?
Yes.
Probably.
He picks him every year.
I respect it.
I do too. I respect commitment to the bit.
Yeah, it's a bad bit, but I respect the commitment for sure.
It's the same reason I have Tyler Glasnow taking up a spot in my IL.
He is also taking a spot up in my IL.
Wait, is Tyler Glasnow going to be back?
No.
Probably not.
I'm just committed.
There's a chance, but
he'll probably be back in August as a reliever.
Okay.
And because it's the Rays, he'll be the best reliever in baseball.
This isn't a OOTP. This player tore his rotator cuff. This is a career-ending injury.
The best are the OOTP injuries where they give you the reason.
Joey Votto slipped on his freshly waxed hardwood floor.
Yeah,
the best one of all time is hit his alarm clock too hard.
OOTP, man, those programmers sometimes are just this seems kind of reasonable and kind of funny. Let's throw it in there.
The thing is,
I respect it.
When you play hundreds upon hundreds of hours, when you see the repeats.
Oh yeah.
I have exactly one complaint about OOTP, and it's that Devin Williams' changeup wasn't graded as an 80.
That's a reasonable complaint.
That's because he can't change up the force of his punch on the wall. Puns.
Not a bad pun.
OOTP, I linked an OOTP 21. I logged 800 hours into that game.
Oh, I had 3. I think I had 3K and 20 during quarantine.
Yeah, see, I didn't have 20. 21 was my first one.
So throwback to my OOTP experiment where I put in my team from Tap Sports Baseball to see how they would do, and forgot to give myself a backup catcher.
Nice.
So JT Realmuto started every game, and
how do you do?
He had about negative 17 WAR.
Yeah, that's about right.
Wow.
Because by the end of the season, by the end of the season, he just couldn't move anymore.
That makes sense.
He was just standing there.
Yeah, back to a real life baseball.
Yeah, but still speaking about backup catchers, emergency catchers in this case.
Yes.
Josh Van Meter played catcher this week for the Pirates.
How many innings?
I think just one.
I think he was one as well, but Josh Van Meter is not a catcher.
He's not.
In case anyone who's listening did not know that.
He's a utility guy. So,
he's a utility guy, but catcher's not. He did not play any minor league, major league.
No, he said the last time he caught, he was a freshman in high school.
Yeah. And so they're like, good enough, and threw behind the dish.
It's like that one Matt Antonelli story where he said he got thrown in as AAA backup catcher.
And honestly, it kind of happens sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
And it was great.
It's like the emergency Zamboni driver goalie in that one hockey game a couple years ago.
Yeah, no, the emergency goalie in hockey is the funnest thing in sports.
Emergency anything is really fun in sports.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah.
Do you think Van Meter's been the emergency catcher all year?
Yes,
Probably.
Absolutely.
You usually have like an emergency like a guy. Like
Because
for the Giants, I know it was Mauricio Dubon until they traded him. I don't know who it is now.
Wait, they
but-
traded Dubon?
Rip Mauricio
like 2 years
Dubon.
ago.
He'll be missed.
He traded him to the Astros. Giants Twitter was furious.
He will be
Giants
missed.
Twitter loves Mauricio Dubon. I'm gonna miss him. Mauricio
Oh shoot,
Dubon
that was
fantastic.
yesterday.
Oh, was it yesterday? Yeah, it was recent.
Yeah, my take on that was he's more useful to the Astros than he is to the Giants, but also like he was the perfect Giant.
He was the perfect Giant. I and many other Giants Twitter people agree. That we were very, very sad to see him go. But the way that Farhan runs the Giants
Yeah,
wasn't fitting in that system anymore.
he was
So-
not. He is more useful to
Out
the
of options.
Astros, who are starting Nico Goodrum.
Mike
Yeah.
Mike
Well, he got sent down for Dubon.
Good.
Mike Papierski is going to be the greatest catcher of all time.
Who in the world is that?
The guy they got back.
Yeah.
Therefore,
He's the new emergency catcher.
He's
Giants
just a catcher.
Giants trade for someone. They're good.
Common Giants fleece.
The Giants are starting to kind of develop like that Rays reputation.
Yeah. It's
And I
more the
love it.
Brewers' reputation at this point. Like it's not quite
Yeah.
Rays, but it's up there.
Yeah.
No,
yeah,
well, the Brewers can't develop an offensive player to save their lives.
No.
Like, I mean, yeah, you're right. But
Yeah.
I mean, the Giants find guys who can randomly hit.
But
mean,
only hit like one thing.
Yeah, exactly.
They can hit like
They're very good at that
fastballs
one thing.
from lefties or something.
Yeah, but they're extremely good at that one thing, and they
Yes.
set the lineup exactly the way you need to, and then win 107 games with a horrific manager.
It's like this is a Diego Franco-Carreno. He can hit the Zach Greinke ethos like nobody else.
But can he
And
get on
then
base?
I can take walks, and I'm afraid to swing.
I'm
No,
being
he does
completely
that-
serious.
he does
That was
the little-
one of my teammates' strategies at the wiffle ball tournament I went to.
He's like
That's
that,
not a terrible strategy.
It worked. He had a bunch of walks.
Yeah, for wiffle ball especially.
He also had a
the
bunch of
ball moves
strikeouts.
crazy.
I was
That
playing
will
some football field wiffle ball the other day because AP tests are over and no one cares.
Yeah.
And I had hit.
Oh boy.
Was not good.
It was bad.
It's okay. Where are you based, Sam? I can take you out and teach you how to play wiffle ball.
I'm based in Cincinnati, Ohio.
It was like that.
Never mind.
Always keep a wiffle ball bat in reach.
If we're gonna talk about
it
wiffle
didn't
ball, I
help
will
that
make this a 3-hour podcast.
I was batting behind a
I
D1
love
commit.
Oh boy.
Oh, nice. Great. But no, wiffle ball, man, Major League Wiffle Ball. If you don't watch it, you should.
I
It's
watch it.
fantastic.
Oh,
I know you do,
I
Sean.
keep their official stats.
Do you really?
Yeah, I do war for them.
Nice. I didn't know
Oh
it was
my
you who
God.
did that.
Yeah.
you do
Because
that.
I watch it every week, every Friday.
Yep.
Okay, who are you guys?
Did you watch the live today?
No, I was at work.
Who are you guys?
It was Preds Gators. Do you want it spoiled or no? It's just game
No,
one.
don't spoil it. Don't spoil it for me. I want to watch it.
Okay, I will tell you Cheatham started instead of Jorgie.
That doesn't surprise me.
You
Also,
know.
who are you guys' wiffle ball teams?
Eagles.
I'm a
Diamondback.
Magic fan.
Come on.
I
I'm a
hate the
Magic
Magic,
fan.
man.
What? Jack
Downtown
Agner's a
D-backs.
dog.
I love Jack Agner, but I just disagree with the Bonham trade so much. The trade deadline should be the All-Star break.
That's fair. I get that. The Bonham trade was good for the Magic, but like
It was great for the Magic.
the time of it, like I
Okay,
understand that.
this
for
is
sure.
This Week in Baseball, not This
I
Week in
do
Wiffle
like-
Ball.
We can talk about wiffle ball a little bit. It's close enough.
We're repping MLW here.
MLW, if you want to support us, we will support you all day, every day.
Yeah, if you're
are you
willing to-
listening, Kyle?
Kyle,
I've
we
met
get
Kyle. He's a
real-
nice guy.
Can
I'm
we
sure he
get
is.
Can we get some Diamond Digest commentary at the next big tournament?
I will call.
I
Any
watched
game.
them at UWIFs last year, so it was.
Yeah, they're based in Michigan, right?
Yeah, if I go to one of their tournaments this year, which I probably will, I'll write an article
Yeah, I'm
about
gonna
it.
try and get to. I have to go to. I'm going to a wedding this summer. I'm gonna try and get to a game.
Nice.
Yeah, I've seen the field, but I've never seen one of their games live, except for UWIFs.
They're playing a game in Toledo at the Mudhead Stadium.
Yeah, I'm trying
They
to
just
go.
passed this recently.
It's Preds Cats, which is a great matchup.
That is a good matchup.
Because Cratched.
I'm a loyalist.
Crash is nasty.
I only watch the D-backs.
Really? There's so much good wiffle ball. I mean, the D-backs, granted, Jimmy Norp is nasty.
Yeah,
Jimmy-
Norp is the best player in the league, but
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, he's the Mike Trout of wiffle ball.
he's not
Probably
the MVP
Otani.
favorite this year right now. Though.
What?
Sailor's
Show-
MVP favorite right now.
That's
Who?
blasphemy.
Nick
Sailor.
Sailor. Nick Sailor's also insane.
6 innings, 1 run, 2 homers.
Anyway, the Reds threw a no-hitter and lost.
Okay.
Yeah, when the
I'm the
podcast ends, we'll
transition
talk
guy
about
here.
more wiffle ball.
I'm the transition guy here. But yes,
I'm
the
the
Reds did throw a no-hitter and lose.
I say you
That
can only
happened
make a
today of all days.
You can only make a transition if you're wearing a suit jacket.
I
I
agree
am
with
also
that.
wearing a suit jacket. What do you mean?
Exactly. So we can
I'm
both
also
make
wearing a
transitions.
tie, so like
Oh shoot.
No, that's like a double negative. You're not allowed to make transitions then.
oh no.
But yeah, the Reds did throw a no-hitter.
So I went to go get a
It was weird. Hunter Green was really good, and
As you were
it
saying,
was weird.
yeah, Hunter Green.
I
Hunter
like he
Green
had a pre-tied
man.
tie.
of course I do. Saves
Yeah,
so much time.
everyone's got a pre-tied tie.
I do not. I retie mine every time.
I know how to tie a tie, but I'll usually keep one pre-tie just in case I need one really quick.
I
That's why
used to
I'm wearing
keep
this
it.
one.
I used to keep it pre-tied because I had to wear a tie as part of my uniform in high school. But
Oh, that sucks.
Wait,
now I
where-
just retie it every
what
time.
area of the country did you go to high school?
Pennsylvania. I went to a Catholic school,
Uh,
so it was part of our winter uniform.
yeah.
But not
Yeah.
only winter, like not spring or fall or
It
Just
was
winter?
split. It was
Well, no,
split into
that's
2 halves. We had a spring uniform and a winter uniform.
Oh no, that's bow tie weather.
Bow tie weather.
you're not wrong.
It's funny. Yeah.
This is a great
Anyway, the
lifestyle
no-hitter.
podcast
Sorry.
today.
The no hitter.
Yeah, the no-hitter by the Reds. They lost the game because they can't score, but Hunter Green looked fantastic.
He did look
did.
fantastic.
I have hope again. I was like calling for his demotion last week. Like
Yeah, and like before we started, Sam, I think it was you who said it. Like the greatest bounce back start.
Yeah.
Like
Can Hunter
ever.
Green win comeback player of the year just on that?
on that start alone.
No,
I
let's
think-
be honest. Cody Bellinger has comeback player of the year locked up as long as he has positive WAR.
Honestly. He's worth
Okay.
0.1 more comeback player of the year.
Okay, but like
He has like a 98 WRC plus
he
right
has
now.
turned into just a defensive guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like watching him play first because I was at the game last year where he threw the ball way over the third baseman's head.
That's one of my favorite baseball clips ever.
And he throws it so high. What
That's
a great
right.
ball.
That's right up there with the Costas
Right
call.
now, if there's a drive to deep left field, and that'll be a home run.
I watched the Foolish Bailey video of him doing that Sporkle quiz today.
Oh, so did I actually.
No, I haven't had a ton of time today because I worked. Then I did Sunday night watch party.
Okay,
and then here.
I'm going to talk Chris Bassett.
I do too. I saw him live yesterday, and he was really weird, but he was great.
Chris
like-
Bassett's an interesting guy.
He walked 3 guys in the first inning. Well, 2 walks and a hit by pitch, and
Struck out.
he got out of it scoreless. I think he struck out 9 in like
Right,
5 and 2/3.
That sounds right. I was gonna
He
say
was-
12. I'm like that's definitely the wrong game.
He was throwing a 70-mile-an-hour curveball like a third of the time.
Electric. electric.
It was great. He was
That's
also pumping 95. Like, does he usually do that? I don't watch that much Chris Bassett.
He is pulling off the greatest change of speed this game has ever seen.
But seriously, does he usually pump 95? Yeah, Zach Greinke has like
Cortez.
After what I saw on Twitter today, I certainly don't respect Nestor Cortez.
Wait, what?
I haven't seen that yet. I heard about that from Scott and Carson, but apparently
Nestor is canceled.
What did Nestor Cortez do?
We're not going to talk about that here.
Yeah, we won't talk about it here, but like apparently
we'll talk about it when we stop recording.
Yeah.
Nestor's nasty in more ways than one.
Oh no.
God.
No.
All right. Anyway, but yeah, Chris Bassett. Anything else on him you wanted to mention? Just the fact that
he's an Ohioan, and I gotta respect it.
Fair.
Also, I want to talk about George Kirby a little.
George Kirby, yeah.
I saw him pitch yesterday too, and man, his stuff is great.
George Kirby looks really good.
I know it's just been 2 starts, and we fell for it with Matt Brash, and now he's back in the minors. But man, George Kirby's stuff looks great, and I really hope the Mariners found something because I was looking forward to a good Mariners team this year.
Yeah, I think they'll turn around at some point soon. They have the talent.
And Jesse Winker's starting to turn around.
Yeah, Jesse Winker.
Around Suarez as well.
Suarez has hit.
Suarez.
JP Crawford's a god now.
He is the I can't even draw a comparison. Like, who's a formerly defensive-minded shortstop who just had an insane offensive season?
Brandon Crawford.
Yeah. He's the Brandon Crawford of our time.
Of our time.
Brandon Crawford's still of our time.
No, not anymore.
Okay. I get he's old. Come on.
I'm a Brandon Crawford is fake truther.
Hey.
I am a
He's very real. Respect Brandon Crawford.
Shoot. Connor Overton, of all people, has been amazing.
Yeah. That's a weird one too.
Yeah. It's a weird season as at least first month and a half. That's usually how it goes. You get some names up there. Like Taylor Ward.
Okay,
Taylor Ward's just the best player on earth.
Taylor Ward
is the truth.
I think Taylor Ward's for real, like legitimately.
Taylor Ward is the way and the truth and the light.
Like he
very well could be. He's got the skills.
His percentages and like all of that are so similar to a Fishman.
Yeah, I think Taylor Ward. Obviously, he's not this real, but I think he's a good player.
He's obviously
Ward is a good player.
I could totally see Ward pulling home an MVP.
I mean,
not this year.
If he keeps up whatever he's doing now, maybe.
Not this year. This year it's Trout versus Ramirez versus Buxton, hopefully.
Yeah, Buxton comes back healthy, but I mean, like last year, it was such an easy decision with Ohtani. So, like now that we have like kind of a race because Ohtani hasn't been insane.
Ohtani hasn't hit. He's been great pitching. I talked about pitcher power rankings last week. When I did them today, Ohtani was 7th.
Rodon's about to fall off that list.
Yeah, Rodon was like 5th today. He's going to be like 30th tomorrow, probably.
Yeah, he was awful tonight.
And also, Scooble's going to be. Yeah, Scooble's going to be in the top 10 tomorrow.
Scooble's so good.
I love Tariq Skubal.
Good.
Tariq Skubal is one of my favorite.
So that's
Pujols is going to be number 1, obviously, Peyton.
Yeah. Well, Peyton stole a transition I had set up. Pujols pitching. He pitched today. After 2,998 career games, 1 pitching appearance today against the Giants because the Giants decided to be terrible at baseball today and embarrass me and all of the Giants fans.
Your team has more than 10 wins.
That is true. You're right. They have 20, in fact. But Pujols, 1 inning pitch. This is going to be his line. 1 inning pitch, 3 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned runs, 1 walk, 2 home runs allowed.
See, I'm not going to pay. I'm not going to pay attention to those loud counting stats. What's his called strike plus whiff percentage?
What's a Sierra?
Yeah. What's his XXX FIP?
That's XXX FIP.
Is that a real stat?
It is. No one actually uses it though.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's one of the components of Zips, I think. It uses expected strikeout and walk rates based on like chase percentage and stuff.
Oh, that's smart.
It is,
That would make sense.
but I don't think it's publicly available anywhere.
I'm actually a big fan of what is that one stat like X Grit Plus or whatever?
X-Grit. That's not a real
X-Grit.
stat. That's a gosh. Oh god.
Cy
Garrett
Bindy, I
stat.
think.
Does
Yeah,
Albert
Garrett.
Pujols have that dog in him?
That dog in him. My favorite made-up stat that we talk about sometimes is X-Flow, which will just be just hair.
Who leads the
Working
league in?
players.
I'll tell you, I am working on my X Flow.
X-Flow is up there. It's getting there.
I was working on my X Flow. You saw it last week on the podcast, but I had to get it cut for graduation.
Yeah, you're graduating from Fordham.
Yeah, I graduate in a week, basically. I
Nice.
graduate Saturday.
Nice, exciting.
Diego, when are you graduating?
Last year.
Oh,
I'm done.
so lame.
I just don't live in Idaho.
I have 5 years left of this.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you do early, you can finish early or late.
Yeah. Or you could just not go to college.
Also true.
I did not take this many AP tests to not go to college.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I have
That's fair.
taken 4 of them in the past 2 weeks.
Yeah. So who is the leader in X Flow now?
Who is the leader?
X-Flow. I like Manaya a lot for X-Flow.
Because it was Glass now, but he's hurt.
It was Glass now.
We can't consider the actual flow. We have to consider the expected flow
That
with
is
further
true.
hair growth.
Oh, so
That
it's
is true.
Jazz.
Jazz has got an extremely high X-Flow for sure. X-Flow, flow. Manaya might lead the league in flow.
I think Manaya does
I
lead
think
league in
he-
flow.
X-Flow, Jazz is up there.
Jonathan Indy, I think, is a really good candidate for the for flow.
Yeah, India
He
also
is.
very high.
He's on the IL. It doesn't count.
Damn it!
Yeah, very high flow leaders.
Can the
I'll
Reds
put
have
together-
something?
I'll put together something here soon. I haven't
Yes.
thought about it too much this season. Last year, I think I had at one point I had something.
Can the hint for tomorrow's Wendell be about X Flow?
Tomorrow's window's already done, but I can have one come up at some point.
I have not played Wendell in so long.
We're at
Can we
like
have a
76.
wiffle ball day on Wendell?
Wiffle ball Wednesday.
Yes.
Honestly,
Get more people.
maybe. I don't know how far out I
Listen,
have my list.
Okay, hear me out. Diamond wiffle ball is also played on a diamond. We have free reign to
It
write about
is.
wiffle ball.
We can write about. I've started writing so many wiffle ball articles and just never finished them.
Can we write?
You
Can we write about kickball?
If it's on a diamond, we can write about it.
Yeah, we're actually just gonna start writing about diamonds, just like jewelry stores.
We can do that too. We can also write about anything with like an argoyle pattern.
Can I? Can that be? Can we just have like a slew of diamond jewelry articles for April Fool's Day next year?
Can I write an
That would be
article
so
about all the
good.
different meanings of diamond or something? As part of my Jeopardy
Please.
studying.
Please do. I would.
Or like some
be 100%
robust
for that.
some robust geology.
Yeah, I've written
Yeah.
some weird articles. Lass has let me get away with some things.
I just write Wendell every day.
I think my first article here was like a Trivial Pursuit article.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I think my favorite that I've written is the it was my Dylan Bundy article that aged poorly.
That makes sense.
My
I
favorite
like
article.
Trivial Pursuit. That's fun.
My favorite article that I've written was the 2020 Andrew Knapp breakout, where his ex-Woba was like 360 because he just kept getting flare hits. And I wrote an entire article about like, yeah, these are all bloop hits. These don't count, but also his stats say it's real, so it's funny, and I'm going to write about it.
That's reasonable, honestly. But yeah, that's good. I like that a lot. Our articles range far and wide.
We have
Yeah.
a wide range of writing styles too.
Are we gonna have some?
Yes.
When's the next purge?
Soon.
Well, we're all safe.
Yeah,
Get
we're
to
safe.
writing. Yeah. Anyway, but besides all these weird articles, Trivial Pursuit included,
Which you
like,
should read.
Yeah,
should read all
everyone,
of our-
Diamond-digest.com.
everyone,
we'll get
assuming
there.
you can read the articles.
Yeah. If you can read, if you can't, find someone who can and have them read it to you.
Exactly. Everyone, we're going to put our articles on Audible for you.
We'll have Peyton reading them actually.
Yeah. No, we're going to have Scott read them.
So
Let's have
good.
J-Roy read them.
Oh,
That'd be fun. That would be fun. But anyway, besides all these articles and all that, I had a transition, but you kind of cost me my transition. Let's talk about Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah.
Just because who doesn't love talking about Shohei Ohtani?
I
This
love
week
talking.
became so we should.
I'm wearing a Shohei Ohtani shirt right now.
There we go. See, exactly. Anyway, this week became the third Japanese-born player in the 100 home run club after Suzuki and Matsui. He had his 100th home run this week.
It's incredible that Seiya Suzuki already has 100 home runs.
Yeah, Seiya Suzuki has 100 home runs. You're right. My bad. Ichiro.
Yeah, you can't just
I don't know why I
refer
wrote
to.
Suzuki, but
I'm just here for derailing people tonight.
apparently, like,
This is fun.
This has been the best episode of the year by far.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, Ohtani, 100 home runs. He's going to hit a ton more.
I think he gets to 300.
Yeah, Ohtani finishes with over or under 100.5 home runs for his career.
He already hit
I'm
101.
going to take the
I'm going to take the over.
In that case, I'm going to take the over. No, but how many home runs do you think he actually finishes with in his career?
350.
Yeah, somewhere in the 300 to 350 range.
He finishes with
Yeah,
300.
I think 300.
Because he's not going to play until he's an old man.
Yeah, no, probably not.
He's going to retire at like 35.
Man, is he?
Probably.
I mean, like, you have to think about, like, Ichiro played until he was 45.
But Ichiro was the most in shape human to ever exist.
Ichiro didn't know who Tom Brady was.
That's a win.
Do you think Ohtani knows who Tom Brady is?
Ohtani gives bad financial advice, so maybe.
What was his bad financial advice?
Ohtani's a crypto guy.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's his one fault. Ben Lindbergh was devastated.
I'm pretty sure this happened this week. The Nationals did like the crypto thing.
Oh, that was incredible.
Yeah, they endorsed some crypto coin, and it immediately crashed
like the next
extremely
day.
hard.
It's worth like 80 cents now, and it was worth like $300 or something.
Yeah, it's incredible. Like crypto.
Do you think it was just a ploy from Mike Rizzo because he was holding a lot and he wanted to have a good opportunity to sell?
I think he was trying to convince Juan Soto to sign his next contract in Luna.
Oh, okay. I think Juan Soto should sign his next contract with not the Nationals.
I think Juan Soto should sign his next contract for about 600 million USD.
I think somewhere closer like 500 million euros.
I don't know the exchange rate, so I'll take your word for it.
I think you should sign him in I'll say rupees, but
Are we agreeing to read this out loud?
He just said don't read this out loud.
No, don't read it out loud.
Don't read it out loud.
No, don't read that. Anyway, but like Soto, I mean that's an interesting talking point. Like Soto, I mean, if he does leave Washington, where is he going? What do you think?
How many years of service does he have? I
have zero clue.
Is he a free agent after 2023 or 2024?
I think it's 4.
I don't know.
Like, I think they manipulated well enough in 2018 to make it 24.
Manipulated well enough is quite a phrase, but I think you're right.
It's exactly true. It's exactly get the point you need to make.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Let's say 24.
He's absolutely going to the. I want to say he will be I think he's going to go for warm weather. He's going for warm weather. I think he is going to be a future
Miami Marlin.
No.
Yes, Juan Soto, you are a Miami Marlin.
No, I think he goes to LA. He's going to LA. Not sure.
I agree. I think he's probably going to the Dodgers or the Yankees because he's going to be $500 million.
I don't think he goes to the Yankees.
Imagine him with
I could see him going to Miami. I'm now dead serious about that. That was a joke, but I'm serious.
I'm not going to say Miami ever again for another free agent because I got burned when they didn't sign Correa.
Reasonable.
I do think that I think Miami is going to make a big splash at some point. I don't think it'll be Juan Soto.
And it'll be Avisail Garcia.
They already have him.
Yeah.
It'll be re-signing him.
Okay, fair. Like they already did that. They already had that.
They're going to sign Tim LeCastro.
That would be a huge splash.
Good pickup.
Like the
Speed kills, man.
The John Birdie replacement.
John Birdie. We talked about this last week on Sunday Night Watch Party. John Birdie, I think, is the second. What was it? He's in the top 10 in sprint speed this year.
Good.
And he's I think he's the only one in the top 10 over 30. Or no, that's not true.
He's just fast.
Yeah.
He's fast. We learned that last week. It was kind of funny because it was me having it pulled up and Carson and Scott trying to guess and just have no idea.
Speaking of speed, I think it's really funny when slow DHs or first baseman just book it to
I do
plate.
too.
I mean, today I had to watch Albert Pujols run bases a lot.
Can you call that running?
I had to watch Albert Pujols be on the base paths a lot.
He had to traverse the bases.
Yeah.
It's an arduous journey for Albert Pujols.
It really
really
is.
is.
I hope he broke camp at some point.
It's like that. It's during that Homer at the Bat episode. It's he's it's been 5 minutes and he's still rounding second.
I have a completely irrelevant thing, but I just remembered this is a cool thing that happened this week. So I was watching Phillies Mariners one night.
Why?
Because the Phillies were in the middle of a big comeback, and it was the only game on.
Makes sense. Mariners are fun. Anyway.
The Phillies are 500.
And Haris Familia got a strikeout, and it was the 100,000th strikeout in Phillies franchise history.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool. That's a cool This Week in Baseball fact.
Yeah, they said it. Now it was the Phillies broadcast team, which isn't the greatest, but they said so. I'm not 100% sure I trust this, but they said they were the 6th team to do it. Which, if so, that's really cool.
I mean,
also, Gene Segura is the god of baseball.
I love Gene Segura.
I like Gene Segura, but he also gets memed to hell on Giants Twitter for when he hit his 200th career double. He stopped the game and
yes, and wanted the ball and whatever.
Yeah, he got memed to hell. We still meme him about it.
I remember them talking about that on Effectively Wild for a while.
Because it's why?
Because it was really funny. And the best part is that he knew.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Gene Segura is the Zach Hampel of MLB players.
Zach Hampel did not get Ohtani's 100th homer.
Good.
Let's all appreciate that.
Yep, Mike Trout's first homer. He should
I
have
have
just
a book
stopped
written
there.
by Zach Campbell.
Why?
I received it as a gift. It's a baseball book. I might read it. I'll probably read it at some point.
I need to read more.
I need to learn how to read, actually.
Same.
I know how to read, but I just straight did not read Huck Finn, Gatsby, or Scarlet Letter this year.
I have read one of
Scarlet
those,
Letter's a good
and
book.
it was
You should read
Gatsby.
it.
No, it is
and I liked
not.
it.
It's a good book.
Adultery.
I mean, the
Old-timey
premise,
words.
whatever, the book itself.
Old-timey words.
You want to read a good book that you might be forced to read? A Handmaid's Tale is really good, and Things Fall Apart. Those are two books I was forced to read in high school, and I liked them both a lot.
Yeah.
My favorite required reading a book of all time was The Tipping Point by Malcolm Gladwell.
I did not.
Let me tell you, it's so basic, but I love To Kill a Mockingbird.
I do
It's a
too.
good book. It's a great book.
We're supposed to be
If
nerds
there are any
about other
children
things.
out there, read books. They're good.
Read books. We can
Learn how
all
to
give you
read.
recommendations.
There's this book. This isn't a book, but this is a poster, nonetheless, about the book or from the book. It's Bartolo Colon's
Oh
autobiography.
no.
He wrote an autobiography.
Signed by Bartolo. This poster is signed by Bartolo Colon.
That's incredible.
I love
It's
that.
one of my favorite things that I have. And the book's called Big Sexy.
Perfect.
It's pretty good for what I've read. I haven't read all of it yet, but what I have read, I like a lot.
I have a Bartolo Colon story.
Go for it.
Go for
So
it.
one of my cousins,
Is Bartolo Colon.
I wish. One of my cousins was at a game a few years ago when Bartolo was still playing. At Wrigley, I believe, because my cousin's a big Cubs fan. Mets were playing there. Bartolo was throwing in the outfield. And the fans were, harassing Bartolo. One of them yells to him, "Hey, Bartolo, how are your wives?" Because we all know the stories of Bartolo being married multiple times.
Yeah.
Bartolo turns around and goes, "Which one?" The guy yells back, I don't know. There's 2. Take your pick. Bartolo yells back to him. Actually, there's 3.
Bartolo Colon is such a funny guy.
He is.
I love Bartolo Colon was incredible for the game of baseball.
He really was.
He was so good.
He's so fun.
Yeah, exactly.
And it was part of the single worst trade in MLB history, in my opinion.
Which one?
It was the Expos trading for him.
Oh, boy.
And then I think they gave up Brandon Phillips. I think they gave up some other guys.
I don't know that trade off the top of my head, but I know the trade you are talking about. I
Like they gave up some guys for like a half season of Bartolo Colon.
I just love, if you follow Bartolo Colon on Twitter, he'll just like post or anything really. There's like post random videos of him like throwing against like high school kids.
I love that.
And just like completely dominating them too.
Can I invite Bartolo Colon to my high school?
Can I invite Bartolo Colon to just come hang out with me?
He probably would, is the thing.
I invited.
Can we get Bartolo on the podcast?
Yeah,
can we?
Probably.
I invited Aaron Hicks Resurgence bandwagon to come play with football with me.
No.
I'm going to.
He said yes.
I'm making an active effort to get Eric Swanson on the podcast at some point.
All right,
that would be funny.
We should get MLW on our podcast.
He went to my high school. Like I have a bit of a connection.
There you go. We could probably get MLW on this podcast. Someone from there.
I'm sure. I've interviewed Tommy before. I'm sure we could get him on.
In all seriousness, Eric Swanson's good.
We cannot get the man of faith on the podcast.
I can get Tom Brenneman on the podcast. I'm not sure.
He works for the Northwest League now. He works for Pioneer. Yeah.
Okay.
The league out here where I'm at.
I know his kids. I
can get him
on this last week.
I can get him on.
I really, really want to get him on the podcast, and then we just like only say things from the apology the whole time.
That would be.
I think of myself as a man of faith.
I want to say for my bosses at Fox.
Okay, I'm not going to get on the podcast out of fear, but I could.
Is there anything else we had to talk about, or should we just keep talking about ridiculous things?
Yeah,
just talk about fun things.
This podcast has been a vibe. I'm going to be honest. This has been a good one.
This has been great.
But as far as things that happened in baseball this week, I think that's all we've got.
Oh, wait. We should mention the Astros. They won 11 in a row.
Yes, the Astros got to an 11-game win streak this week.
Astros still good at baseball.
Astros are still good at baseball.
I hate it when they're good at baseball.
Jeremy Pena being better than Carlos Correa is a god-tier troll
Jeremy
job.
Pena is the best player on the team.
Yeah,
that's accurate. Which is kind of cool.
Wait. Now I have to find a matchup I'm excited for.
Also, I just want to open up
the
question. Is Altuve a Hall of Famer?
Altuve is a Hall of Famer if he makes 2 more All-Star games, I think. If he has 2 more All-Star seasons.
We're going to throw this up here real quick. I know I didn't ask this before, but we're going to do it now. Bam! What to watch for next week?
Ooh.
What are we watching next week, gentlemen?
You can go first.
I want to see Hunter Green's next start. I want to see if he can
That's
keep it up.
That's a great pick.
I want to see if he can keep it up and win this time.
Who's that going to be against? Is that against the Blue Jays?
Please not the Blue Jays.
Oh, boy.
No, I think I went too far. I think it's going to be... Oh, it might be the Blue Jays. It's probably the Blue Jays.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Damn it. Fuck.
The Blue Jays. That looks like it's going to be the Blue Jays.
That sets them up for a really great comeback in a couple of weeks.
It does.
It's true. For me, we get Padres Giants this week. And so
that is not the Giants thing I'm interested in this week.
Really?
I'm interested in 2 games this week. One of them is on Tuesday, and it's the Giants at Coors Field, and it's Alex Cobb against Chad Kuhl.
How's Chad Kuhl doing?
That's a rematch.
Chad Kuhl has been amazing.
He's still amazing, though.
The Giants hit him up last week.
But he has been amazing. He has an ERA under 3.
Yes.
2.88.
I'm really excited to watch that game. And then on Wednesday, Fried versus Burns Part 2.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Because they just faced off last week, and it was great.
I am also, speaking of the Giants, I really I want to see I want Longoria to make the Hall of Fame so bad.
I think he will.
If he has like a year.
He just needs one more.
That he did. Yeah, but he just got back off the IL. He's hidden. He's got I think he got a couple of hits tonight.
He's got 1 hit. He's 1 for 10 this year, unless baseball reference is not updated.
Yeah, I think he will make the Hall of Fame because he's the best player in Rays franchise history.
Yeah,
and that is just blatant disrespect to Carl Crawford.
It's Ben Zobrist erasure.
Hey,
Ben Zobrist. Remember Ben Zobrist?
Consecutive inadvertent World Series legend Ben Zobrist.
That
yes,
is true.
He just kept finding his way back.
He really did.
You gotta respect it. You gotta respect that.
I have a Ben Zobrist Cubs ornament from that World Series run.
Nice.
I remember watching.
I like Ben Zobrist a lot. He's a cool guy.
I do too. He's a maybe Hall of Famer too.
That's
no, he's not making it.
I'm not going to talk about that because apparently we're getting a baseball bits on it at some point.
Oh, nice.
Baseball bits on Ben Zobrist.
Ben Zobrist a Hall of Famer?
Wait, really?
That'll be fun. That should be good.
Yeah, that's Foolish's hottest baseball take.
No, his hottest baseball take is that he was a member of the Atlanta Braves.
Well, that's just true.
What do you mean? That's not a take. That's just a fact.
It's a fact. You can look that up on
Other
baseball.
than that, is that Trent Grisham is good at baseball.
Trent Grisham is good at one aspect of baseball.
He's good at making errors in right field during the 2019 wildcard game.
Okay, 2 aspects of baseball.
That is true. Very specific, but he is good at that.
Yes.
Specifically during the 9th inning when Josh Hader is pitching.
Yeah, but
Also
no one likes Josh Hader, so that's okay.
Why don't we like Josh Hader? What'd he do?
He's also canceled.
Yeah.
God damn
it. Anyway.
Fire all
Before we get canceled, we're going to end this podcast. Anything else from you guys?
Go baseball.
Go baseball.
Go baseball for sure. Yeah.
Sean is underdressed.
If you don't know where to find us.
I'm appropriately dressed. The rest of you are just overdressed.
This is also true.
This is the dress code now.
Catch us wearing suit jackets every week. That's probably not true. I will probably
next week we're all just wearing a suit jacket, right?
Yeah, correct. Anyway, if you don't know where to find us, how'd you get here? But if you do know where to find us and you want to continue to find us all over the internet, you can find us at our website, diamond-digest.com, on our Twitter at diamond_digest, on Instagram, diamond.digest. Anyway, that's all we got. It was a fun podcast. Thank you to Sean, Sam, for coming on and doing this with me today. You'll probably see all of us again plenty. We are regulars on this podcast. So.
We are.
We're on a lot.
Yeah. And, we appreciate it. It's a fun time. This is a good podcast.
This is a good podcast. One. This is the best episode we've ever had.
This is up there for sure. But anyway, for all of us at Diamond Digest, thank you for listening. And as always, go baseball.
Go baseball.
Go baseball.